Alright, hello everybody. My name is Markiplier. Hello everyone. We are back once again. Oh, is W in here?
I think they're all gone.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
Austin's here.
But yeah. We are back for another D&D session. How are you guys doing?
Terrible.
Wow.
I'm alright. I'm alright, you know.
How's life treating you? How's the wife?
Divorce.
She left me. She took the
Oh.
kids.
Oh, damn. That's
Yar.
I'm real sorry to hear that your wife left you.
Yeah, but I fucked her mom, so you know.
Whoa! Now I know who's getting killed this session. Man, that's fucked up, bro. Hello, Devil. How are you doing today?
I'm chilling.
That's great. I think we're just waiting on Amp. I don't know where he went.
He's taking a turd.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, oh no. That's real funny. It's okay. It's okay. We can just stall out while he gets here with some nice conversation. You know, we're all friends here, right?
No.
Oh.
We'll do that.
Oh.
What do you think this was?
Oh,
You pay us to be here.
I thought we
Not
were
enough,
like,
I think.
I thought we were like friends, and that's why we were doing this. Oh.
No.
You and me, we're done.
Oh. Don't come. I guess I just won't come by your house anymore.
Isla, bro.
A long way to go, buddy.
Don't come by my house anymore.
Across the ocean.
We're done. But yeah, finally we're back for another session. It's been a hot
Took you
minute.
so long.
You know, things. Oh wait,
I saw OBS show up.
yeah, that was I went to the wrong thing. Whoopsie, silly me. Yeah, you know, just a set of unfortunate circumstances that happens. Life gets in the way, you know.
Yep.
You know,
Get in my way.
yeah. Sometimes you wake up and you got work. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, wow, I'm really sick. You know, sometimes you forget the session is at all. It's just kind of the way it
The
is.
grind never stops. Sometimes I wake up and then I have to embrace the world. And I say, okay then.
That's
It is what it is.
that's really poetic.
I
Hello.
know.
Hello, Joe.
Yeah.
Welcome to chat, our one and only viewer.
Our best viewer.
True. Oh, hey, all right, great. We're all here. So we can start. So yeah. Also, I just want to point out, you know, AJ, DT, you two are kind of ruining our vibe. We got the regular show profile picture matching here, and we got two people that don't got that match going on. What's happening here? What's happening here?
Wow, I
Well-
got this.
You never invited us to join in on that.
Exactly.
You guys are always welcome to join.
Yeah, well, we didn't know, so, you know.
Whatever. They're trying to have a personality. Okay, Mr. Contrarian. Anyway.
Thanks, Joe. You're a cool guy.
Anyway, so real quick recap of last session since it's been like what, a month or two. So I guess I'll just give a quick recap because I feel like these last couple sessions have all been pretty connected to each other. So you know, you guys spawned in this new world after you made a deal with Dea, the goddess that protects this specific world. You guys encountered some goblins along the way, which you guys might have murdered some of them, which angered some of these goblins. And so when you guys were in town trying to find out more about the world that you live in, these goblins approached you guys, or not you guys specifically, but they stormed into town pretty furious that you had killed some of their men. Bjorn was kidnapped. He was beaten to a pulp and taken by the goblins, and you guys went and rescued him. Luckily, along the road, you guys also met a man, or you specifically saw two men quarreling. There was a lot of accusations being thrown around about who did what and who didn't do what. And Haru specifically had an interesting circumstance happen to her with a certain individual they were chasing, which resulted in their
What
death.
individual? I don't remember that. That never happened.
And yeah, so after you guys managed to free Bjorn and completely wreaked havoc in the major goblin camp in the area, you guys managed to flee, and you ended up in camp. And you guys were deciding what to do next. If you guys wanted to go to the city of Ronit to continue your journey, or if you would go back to Sada's and gather forces to deal with the current goblin threat. So with that being said, I'll just take you guys quickly into camp, and we can begin the session by you guys discussing your next plan of action.
We cannot be harmed here. We cannot be harmed here unless of the story evident.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I totally can't just do this, you know. Oh, you guys are chilling? Yeah, well, guess what? Big ass fucking wolf! Oh, that's a tiny wolf, actually. Bro!
Oh,
Anyway.
it's huge. It's huge.
But yeah, so again, you guys can discuss amongst yourself what you want to do. I know that last session you guys didn't actually come to a conclusion, so you guys can begin.
Oh, we're fighting about again.
So last session you guys left. You guys didn't really deal with the goblin threat that was in the camp. You guys kind of wreaked havoc, but you kind of left most of them alive for the most part. So you guys were deciding if you should go to Ronit first, which is the next city that you guys had to go to, or if you guys want to go back to Sada's to gather men to deal with the goblin threat, just in case the goblins decide to take payback against them.
Meow.
I guess I agree. We should go back to defend the villages.
I can't stop you, so let's do it, I guess.
I'm indifferent to whatever we decide.
I really don't think it's a good idea, but you're not gonna stop, so.
You're absolutely right. And he starts walking forward. And as he's walking, I have to be 2 seconds.
Oh.
2 seconds. 1, 2. Alright, your 2 seconds is done. Get back here. It's gone.
In the meantime, as you guys are kind of camping and seemingly already decided what you wanted to do, you guys hear like currently where you guys are camping, it's not too far off the road, so you hear like a wagon passing by. Like, it's not very hard to hear. You can hear like the clattering of like horses kind of just walking, and then you could hear like the spinning of like the wooden wheels on the wagon. What do you guys do?
Horse. I'm gonna stand up and kind of like, which direction is it coming from?
You can say it's coming from north. North of
Okay,
you.
so
Yeah.
Flying Guy is here.
Yes.
For real.
I'm
this
gonna
time.
start walking towards the sound of the wagon.
Okay. So as you begin making your way toward the wagon, you get a little bit of a ways away from your camp. It's maybe like a minute or so of walking. It's not very far. And if anyone wants to come along with Bjorn, you can do that.
I'll go to
And
make sure he stays out of trouble.
And as you guys kind of begin, you kind of go through an opening into the main road from these plains, you see like a halfling man. He seems to be dressed up very well. He has like a very nice mustache as well, and he has like he's just like on this wagon, and he's riding it down the road. And as he like kind of begins getting closer to you guys, he gives you like a little wave. He's like, "Oh, good evening, gentlemen."
Oh.
Hello.
Good day.
Oh, okay, Haru's here too. Um,
What?
he says to the party, he's like, oh, what are you travelers doing down this road? It's quite dangerous.
Um, we're camping here for now.
I see. Would you perchance like to partake in some trading?
It depends.
Sure, what do you sell?
Well, you
He's like
know.
looking through. It's like a flea market.
Um, so it's just like a singular wagon. As he says that, he says, "Flea market? Why would there be markets of fleas? Well, I suppose unless you're a frog." Um, and he says, "But I do have some items. You know, I'm just going on a quick delivery to Satis. They really needed my supplies, but I might have some rarities for the sort." Um, and as he does, he like begins like opening up like the side of his wagon. It has like this contraption that kind of like it's like a small window that he can open up, and he begins like just showing you guys like a bunch of items, and you can check the link to see what he's offering. He seems very wealthy for the record, like
My lord.
he's very well dressed.
He just looks at all this stuff. He's
What
like,
is divine gear? What does that mean?
Can't afford any of this stuff.
this is way too
How much-
expensive.
How much gold do you guys have?
70.
55.
Just kidding.
Also for divine gear, it's like specifically it's like clothes that pertain to your like faith. If you're like a
Oh, so it's for
paladin,
clerics.
a paladin or cleric, yeah.
Ah,
Yes.
wait,
he's...
where even is... Are we looking at the same thing?
Yeah, we
Should be.
are. Right to the very bottom with you wand. You wand.
You want? Oh, you won.
He's gonna like look at the little halfling, say, you know, it's probably not a good idea that you stay and say this very long. There's a or supposedly an encampment of goblins that are going to take revenge on it.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. I just pay the toll every time I come by. You know, many are not willing to pay it, but I have the wealth, and that poor city, without it, it's quite it's quite lacking in resources. So my trades with it are a big part of their food and material supplies.
I see. Just be careful. I hear the goblins might just take from the wagons if they think they can get away with it.
Oh,
Which
yes.
they can't,
I
because I'm here now.
Well, I usually just give them a large sum of money and they'll go on their way, so that is not much of a worry. I'm not quite sure what goblins even do with this money. It's not like they're trading it with other, settlements, seeing as nobody wants them around anymore. So I'm quite curious as to what they're doing with that.
I'm
Do
sure
they
many of
trade with
them.
others? With each other?
Well, I think many
Perhaps.
of them would just like to sit on it if it's anything like the video games.
The
or
video
the
games
stories.
They don't.
What?
He's insane. They're both there, and he's insane.
Oh, he seems quite the upstanding gentleman. In fact, it's rare to see
Well-
some of my kind around these parts.
He's. I mean, you hear him. He's speaking about video games and all sorts of things like that.
Yes, I'm
Yes,
quite interested.
As us gnomes have to stick together.
He's not a gnome. He's a halfling.
I know.
Well, did you guys find anything that you fancy in my supply?
What is
No,
this
it's all too
U
expensive.
wand? What is this? He holds out the U wand.
Oh, well, if you're like the fancy sort, the spellcasting type, you could use that as your focus.
What about what's a reliquary? What's this?
Oh, this. And he brings it up and he expects it. It's like it's mostly just like a container, It's they tend to be like for holy items. If you have like a sacred artifact of your faith or religion, you keep it there nice and pretty, safe from the forces of entropy.
Right. Well,
I'm not sure
Well, are you guys in need of any sort of information? We can barter and that sort.
Hmm.
You have a map?
Unfortunately, I do not. I've been traveling these roads for a long time, so all the roads are stored in my mind. And he taps his forehead with his index finger as he says that.
Could you maybe draw us the roads,
I
landmarks?
I suppose I could, but not for free, of course. My time is valuable.
No, it'll be fine.
Well, if you would like a point in the right direction, you could let me know where you're trying to go, and
How much is this map actually?
a simple drawing map. I don't think I could do anything very fancy. I don't. My penmanship skills aren't very
Well,
good, so
I'll
I'd
tell you
say
what.
10 gold pieces.
I have tell
10
you what,
gold pieces?
Yes.
I have some cartography tools. If it would make it easier.
I could
I
have
have
your
weight.
price for that. 5 gold pieces.
That's so much.
Well, we're all traveling to the same place, so why don't we accompany your wagon?
Mm-hmm.
And we can talk more at the village.
Very well. I wouldn't be opposed to that. You seem like the hardy sort. If it's really gone as bad as you say it has, I wouldn't say no to the extra company. Very well then. Get on the wagon.
That's the spirit. See, free ride.
If something does happen, will there be something in return?
Perhaps. Depends on the what and the happened is.
Right. Alright, fine.
Very well, let's be off. And as you guys kind of all get into the wagon, you begin to make your way back toward Sadis. And oh yeah, I gotta drag you all there. Hold on.
Yep.
Oh boy, you guys are totally not up there in the church. You guys can place your tokens wherever you want. Whoa. Oh, that goblin is definitely not there.
we want.
So you just place him here. Yes, this town is as small as ever, as I remember. I will do some trading for a moment, but you guys can do whatever business you had, and then we can meet back up. And you watch as the little halfling man hops down from the carriage, and he just kind of parks it near the entrance, and he tosses a coin to one of the guards, and he gives him a nod, and the guard just stands by the cart, and he just walks away.
Well, who are we warning? Flag Eye or FG, I suppose.
Well, who's the leader of this town? I feel like we didn't meet them. Or
Don't know.
we could go back to the barkeep again.
That's not the. Okay. Are there any shops around town, Arb?
So this is a pretty small to even call it a village is kind of generous, to be honest. It's more like a what's the word? A hamlet, really. But there is a singular blacksmith that you guys remember from last time that was operated by the dwarf. And then there's a church with a cleric priest man that you guys talked to last time, and then there is the tavern. Those were the 3 major locations.
We'll walk into the blacksmith.
Okay.
Walk in there. What do I see? I don't think I was there.
Yeah. The blacksmith's right here, by the way. I'll ping it in the map for you. It's all the way to the right.
Oh.
Yes. All right. Let me quickly pull up that sheet for that guy. I honestly didn't. I need to quickly draw his lore sheet so I can vaguely remember what he used to say, or what his whole shtick was. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Right. Okay. So as you kind of enter the smithy seems decently it seems like a nice smithy, and you could probably get most type of weapons done inside here, but it doesn't seem like to be like overly fancy. And the dwarf that seems to be like hammering away at some like mundane bastard sword. He just kind of he doesn't really pay too much mind to you as you come in. He seems fairly old as well. Like maybe like he has like a like a little beard that has white hair strands and stuff like that on it. And yeah, his hands are covered in like scars and burn marks as well.
Excuse me.
Oh yes. What can I help you with?
Do you buy anything perchance?
Well, it depends. What are you selling?
I don't know if you'd buy it. He's gonna take out the goblin plate that he looted off of the goblins and slam it on the table. The three of them. Could you
Well,
melt this down, maybe?
yes, I suppose I could melt it down. I mean, we are in a bit of a shortage of supplies, so I could melt it down. How much? How much do you want for it?
What are you offering first? And I'll change to it.
Three. What was it? Half. What was it again? Half plates?
Plate? Three plate?
3 plate. Okay. Is it? 3 plates. That is quite a lot of. I could at least make 1 or 2 sets off these 3. I'll give you. And he's scratching his beard, like he's like really thinking how much he wants to offer for this, because it's like there's like a like, oh man, I could use this to make more shit, but it's also like, oh man, do I really have the money to be buying this? And he's like, I'll give you 80 gold pieces.
He's gonna kind of like think for a minute before kind of like scratching his chin, and in dwarf he's gonna say, "Do you think you could help me out a little bit, sir?"
Oh, I did not know you spoke our language.
Yes, I was friends with a dwarf. He was actually my my mentor.
I see. Well, it's nice to know that I get to practice and remove the rust from my linguistic skills. What do you need help with?
Well, me and my friends are in a bit of a bind. See, we're trying to help someone very important. Is there any way that you could maybe do 100, perhaps?
I suppose I could. What are you? But I need to know what is this task you need help with.
This person needs help killing somebody. They're not a good person, mind you. This is not
see.
some sort of random task. This is somebody, important.
Would it happen to have anything to do with the goblins?
He's gonna kind of look around, make sure that nobody's listening before kind of slowly nodding.
He's gonna say, very well. An enemy of the goblins is a friend of mine." And you watch as like he's gonna take the goblin plate armor, and he's gonna kind of grab it and then chuck it to a corner of the room. Like he doesn't really seem to have any like specific storage area. And then you're gonna watch as he like moves a little bit. He moves a little bit to like this side, and he just like you see the barrel that he walks up to this barrel, and he just lifts it, and under it there's just like a small crevice with a pouch on it, and he like grabs it, and then he just walks up to you and takes 100 gold pieces and hands them to you. Very well, the deal's the deal. And he comes back and he puts the gold back.
He'll put it away, and then he'll walk up to him and then put it a hand. He'll pick up for a handshake, of course.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it sounded like you were like doing the Miles Morales like, hey.
No, he's like for a handshake.
Okay, he's like, well, it's a pleasure doing business with you. What's your name, if you don't mind me asking?
Bjorn Sigurdsson. Yourself?
Bjorn, it's nice to meet you. The name's Ragnar. and he shakes his hand with like a strong like. And as you shake hands with Ragnar, you can feel it. Like this is like he has the like even for like a barbarian such as yourself, you know this man has like worked as a smith for a long time because he has a
Strong
strong
man.
grip in his hand. Like he like maybe he's not stronger than you, but you know like he's pretty strong.
This man's a strong dude. He's gonna
Um,
kind of like nod and say, "Were you once? Did you use weapons at one point?"
Me, no. That was never really my calling. I always prefer to make the weapons and the armor that heroes would use.
My advice: try starting.
Oh,
There might be some on the way, perhaps.
I see. Uh, well, I suppose I could try equipping myself with some protective gear.
Do you need a weapon?
No, no. I have some in storage.
You don't have to waste your materials. He's gonna take out a mace.
Oh, I can accept that. I'm a smith. I could use my own weapons. As he kind of points, like, he points to behind himself, and there's just like a rack of like long swords and short swords and
Great sword. Great swords.
not a great sword. There's no great sword in there. A dwarf like him would never wield a great sword. He's too small.
Dang it.
But yeah, so he says, "Well, thanks for the warning. I appreciate it, kid."
Of course. Could you here? How about this? He's gonna like take out the goblin scimitar and say, "I have no use for these on me." He's gonna put them down. Probably smelt those down too.
Very well, I shall do that.
Let's go.
And he grabs them and he just chucks them to the same corner with the other stuff. It just goes like, "Dun, dun, dun." Every single one that he like slams into it.
Let's go. I'm making friends. He hates the goblins too. Racism. Fantasy
I
racism.
think everyone hates the goblins. I'm gonna be...
Except for you. Except for
Alright,
you.
what are the rest of you guys doing while you're here? DT
It's not really a
has-
shop besides the blacksmith, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly. I don't
I
really
will
need
go
anything.
say hi to the bartender again. Actually, no, Actually, yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, so you re-enter the
We're
tavern.
back, Barb.
You're good. And
Okay.
so as you re-enter the tavern, you see most of the common rabble. You even see your old friend in there, the arm wrestling guy. He gives you, "Hey, welcome back." As he like you kind of walk past him, and then you go to the tavern keeper. He's like, it's nice to see you again. How have your adventures been faring?
Oh, well, we had a bit of a run-in with the goblins, as you know, as is expected. They
Yes.
might be coming here, so we
Oh.
need to prepare and rally everyone and maybe put up some defenses. You don't have to do the fighting, we'll sort that, but if we could put up some barricades or get a message out, say people stay in their homes,
Oh.
that sort of thing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, just when. Hey, you old fart! He like yells that like really loudly into the back, and you watch like an old man come. He's like, what? And then he's like, hey, he's saying that the goblins are coming. Shithead, get the guard together. And he's like, oh, right, of course. And he walks past the barkeeper, and he like heads out, and he's like, sorry, my dad, he's a mayor of this town, but he spends most of his time in the kitchen doing nothing.
Your dad. I mean, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
The mayor just works in the kitchen, and he like leans over and looks back.
As you look at the
The door
kitchen,
behind him.
it seems like a pretty mundane kitchen. Like the door is slammed wide open, and he's like, yeah, I mean, in these small towns, there's not a lot to do, and it's not like we really charge our citizens taxes. So my father has to earn his keep some way, and he just happened to choose it as a chef.
Well, as long as he's keeping busy, I guess. Normally, being a mayor is a full-time job, at least where I'm from.
Well, that would usually mean you have a lot of people, but this town, I want to say we have maybe an odd 25, 26 people living here. It's not
I see.
There's not a lot to manage.
Is there anywhere I can help with helping people put up defenses or evacuating areas?
Well,
Or
I suppose you can go talk to some of the guards outside. You could go try catch up to my father, and he might give you some things to do.
okay then. Best of luck to you. Thanks for your help.
Thank you, you too. And here, and you watch as he like takes under the like counter and he chugs you like a little bottle of mead, just in
Oh,
case you might need a drink.
thank you very much.
Of course. Now have a good day.
Oh, and as he walks out, he passes the mead to the strong man.
He's like,
He's
"Hey,
like, "Here, it's on
cheers,
me.
friend!" And he like grabs it and you
No
yell,
drink on the job for me."
and he begins like chugging it down.
Hey,
All right.
best of luck to you. And also, there's a goblin invasion coming, so please barricade your homes and stay inside.
Wait, what?
And be safe. Yeah.
Oh,
Best of luck to you.
oh, damn. All right.
Oh, do you need help?
No,
Is there-
no, I'll be fine. I could handle a couple of beauty goblins.
Okay. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too, friend.
He like does finger guns on his way out. No one knows what finger guns is, but he does them.
He just kind of looks at you with like a confused look, but he doesn't seem to question it too much aside from that. All right. So I assume all of you guys are gonna meet up with FG and help with the barricading of this town or setting up the defenses.
Yeah. Where? Good question. Where are they setting up?
Well, so this town, you kind of, as you kind of think about like what you could actually do to set up defenses, you kind of realize something real quick. This town is not walled, so it's a pretty open town. So an attack could come from any angle if it was to come.
Well, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking more or less about where the people like grouping up to like protect the most, because I'm assuming they're gonna stay in like a singular building to like reinforce.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I would say they're probably doing it in the church. If I had
All
to,
right.
if I had to take a quick guess, or not a quick guess, but
And at that time, I'm gonna be setting up an alarm spell around the as a ritual, so that I can just set it up everywhere around the church specifically.
okay. So you send me put it real quick in the chat, just so I
Give me a
remember
sec.
what the.
I need to. I'm gonna boot up Roll20 again because it's like being a
it's
bit
tweaking.
laggy on my computer.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the meantime, so you guys kind of arrive at the church where they're setting up like their big defense against the goblins. And you see like the mayor there, and you see like a couple of guards, and you see a bunch of townsfolk in there. Most of them, in fact, you even see your good friend, the arm wrestler again in there with the rest of the people. Here, let me just for immersion's sake, let me get, where are they? Oh, here we go. And then a couple guards here and there. They're all actually twins. You know, they look exactly the same.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they're all in there, and you see some people like putting up some boards. You see the priest like handing out like different like supplies like water and food to some of the civilians. You see like some parents like worried, like holding their children with like worried looks in their faces. You see like some guards by the door. And yeah, so like, what do you guys want to do to contribute to the defenses?
I would like to give a reassuring speech to the people.
Okay.
I don't have a speech lined up, but
Well, just raw dog it.
oh man, okay.
So, you know,
I'm
you
gonna
stand.
hop up on one of the
Yeah, no, you get. But
statue
quick,
heads.
yeah. So you do that, and you watch as like the crowd just be everyone, all eyes on you, as you do that, and it seems like everyone's expecting you to say something now.
Um, citizens, I know it looks bad, but I've got nothing, man. That is in character. Okay, I'm kidding.
Have you never done a speech like before?
Not under these circumstances, and not in. I've never been in like a medieval place. Yes, goblins are coming, and that's not great. But
You just see like a bunch of side eyes as you keep speaking.
But we have the
But-
numbers and we
we
have
ha-
the fortification. They are coming to us, right, FG?
thank you, Harry. That's correct.
As
That's
you
exactly
say that,
right.
you hear like a little kid you hear like a little kid's voice saying, "So they're coming to kill us." And then you watch as they're gonna kill us. They're gonna kill us.
No, because we're here to save you, and your friendly neighborhood guards are also here. Nothing bad will happen.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
Can I give it an advantage for helping?
I was gonna make it disadvantage. Your help is making it normal.
Oh, thank God, bro.
What the heck, bro?
It was gonna be
24.
disadvantage because of how horribly that went. So you say it, you don't really spark a lot of confidence for some reason, but
For some reason.
but the crowd, in spite of that, they can tell that you're trying your best to motivate them, and in spite of how maybe not reassured yourself you are, they see right through that, and it kind of inspires them because they see this person who, in spite of everything, he's still trying to do his best in the situation. He's still trying to uplift people, and it kind of makes them think, like whatever is to come, we know that this guy right here is gonna try to protect us, and so everyone gets 5 temporary hit points.
I took
as
the
you do your speech.
inspiring speech feat, by the way.
What does that do?
I didn't get to use that in our last rest, but it's actually really nice now. So, me and my friends here, not the people, the party, on a long rest, we get a number of temporary hit points equal to my level plus my charisma score.
You know
So-
what? I'll say it extends to
8.
everyone here then.
Everyone gets 8 temporary hit points.
Yes. So everyone in the room gets 8 temporary hit points for your speech. All right, Bjorn, what do you do? Bjorn. All right, Dayron, what do you do, Dayron?
These guys.
Wah,
These
wah.
guys.
I think DT said he was gonna be right back. To be fair, I don't know where the other
Amp
fellow
is.
went.
Haru, do something. Well,
Alright, I'm gonna, at this point, use Elementism.
What does that do?
It is a cantrip, and I can control certain elements, right? Like a limited amount. But I'm just gonna create, small little, I can control a 1-foot cube of dirt, fire, and all that junk, right? I'm just gonna, make, a small, across this border here. How much time would you say I would have? So each one takes, actually it takes, an action, so each one's,
send it-
casting, 6 seconds.
Send the actual spell in chat or whatever that is real quick just so I can
Give
see
me
it.
a sec. When shaking my bed, OG.
No, you
go.
good.
I don't know. What the fuck? There we go.
Back in 80. And which element do you
It's
use?
the
your
last
sculpt?
one. It's the
Sculpt?
last one.
Okay.
Yeah, sculpt element. I'm just gonna control the dirt to create sort of a small wall. I guess it's not really a wall, but more just to hinder the ground, like a divot, basically. I guess small trenches.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
across the church.
I say as you kind of do that, you do in the perimeter outside of the church, you make a
Yeah.
small trench in the area. You can't really do it through the basement, or not through the basement. Sorry, through the you can't really seem to do that from the you can't do a full perimeter because of the cemetery that is right next to it. But for the most part, you do manage to get the more important parts of it as you do it. However, time. Oh yeah, where are you putting? You said you're putting your full alarm through the entire like thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just read the actual specifics of alarm.
I'll put it in the front door. Put like this, I guess.
You putting it? Okay, you're putting the alarm right in the front door. Okay. Oh, whoa! What the hell? What happened there? There you go.
What the hell?
I have no clue what happened. All right. So, some time passes. You guys help out with the different fortifications and inspiring and maybe keeping some people's sanity levels. And time begins to kind of pass by, and you begin to feel the eerie silence before like the storm. Everyone's kind of quiet. Maybe like there's like a whisper or two amongst the town folk inside. You see like the priest. He's by the altar and he's just doing like some kind of prayer. And like the different guards are kind of walking around. Some of them are pacing around impatiently. Welcome back. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll give you this. So right now, DT, everyone is trying to do things to help with the fortifications of the church because they know that the goblins are going to invade soon. So what do you do to help them out?
Let's see. Can I? Where are people staying? Are they staying in the church? In the church or the
so
tavern?
where are you at right now? The church. If you go up, everyone's in the church. In fact, I can, for immersion, I can add a couple people in here, just so you guys. Wait, where is this? What is this? Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Wait, is this it? No. Oh, here we go. All right. So yeah, you see like a bunch of like townsfolk people. Like you see this little fella right here. You see like one of the bartenders. You see like this guy with like pink hair for some reason. You see this bard right here. She's just kind of like playing some music, trying to liven up the place. And so everyone's just kind of here in this immediate area.
All right. Do all of them have weapons or no?
The guards in the area have weapons. You can assume everyone else that is not you guys probably is just some random civilian that can't fight for themselves.
You know what? We're teaching these random civilians how to fight.
Okay.
In case they need it.
What do you do exactly?
Yon, take this, and I give him my rapier. Give it to someone who you think is capable. I won't be needing it.
You know what?
Who, me?
Hold on. I know who to bring up for that.
It's the Muscle Man! No, I have something better for him. Yeah! I'm gonna go up to the Muscle Man, and I'm gonna hand him a mace.
Mace.
I'm gonna hand it to him.
He's gonna look at it. It's like, I've never used this before. I've never
Doesn't
really
matter,
swung a
don't
weapon.
worry. You're gonna learn today. Who else wants a weapon? He's gonna hold out the rapier.
Yoda watches like one of the travelers. Like, I suppose I could hold it.
Which one? This one, or him right there? Okay. Walk up to him.
Yeah, this guy.
Give him the rapier.
He grabs it and he like looks. He's like, "Ooh, this is real pretty." He pokes his finger with it real quick. And he's like, he does like the typical thing that like a child would do when they get like a cool toy. And he begins like thrusting it forward a couple times.
Do not thrust that. You're gonna kill somebody. It's a weapon. It's not a toy.
Oh, my bad.
First rule: if you're not gonna use it, keep it in the sheath.
Right.
If you don't want to use it, keep it in the sheath. So put it back.
Right. And he puts it back in the sheath, and he looks like a pet that you like like the face that like a pet makes when they know they fucked up, and you like just like telling them like, no, don't do that. Yeah, he has that like same expression on his face as he puts it back.
Second rule. This is gonna be really hard to understand. You're gonna kill someone with it. That's what's gonna happen. That's
But you
what
don't have
happens
to
with
if you don't want to. You don't have to if
Let
you don't want
me-
to. Just
Shut up. I'm teaching them. These are weapons, not toys, like I said. If somebody comes at you, you kill them. If you respect them, that means you die. If you try and save them, you die. It's a weapon. It's not meant to protect. It's meant to protect you, not them. So if somebody comes at you, you use it against them. You don't try and talk first, because chances are, somebody's charging at you, they want to kill you. That's the rule. That is literally basic knowledge. So if you have a weapon, and they have a weapon, you defend yourself. Doesn't matter if you die, as long as you make sure that you try and live. Understood?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind swinging it a couple times at a goblin, but yeah, I guess I'll try my best.
Alright,
if you do, though, though I would prefer if you didn't kill senselessly. If try and make it painless. That is also one way
it's a
to do
weapon.
it.
It's not. It's gonna hurt.
It's okay to go for incapacitation. Remember, you can always catch the tendon at the back of the heel. If you catch someone from behind, that will prevent them from walking. A bit brutal, but that's one way you could avoid. You
And
could
what if they bleed
incapacitate
out?
them.
What if they bleed out? Are you gonna sit there in the battlefield and help them? Thank you.
Right. And so as you
I'm gonna go over here to the graveyard and kind of teach them how to swing it better. Like do the best they can.
Sure. So you go toward the graveyard and you begin teaching them. What should I make you roll to see if you pass that?
Strength.
Survival.
Survival.
Okay, I can roll survival.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Survival seems good. You'd roll a survival
see.
check.
He's gonna kind of as he's with them, he's also gonna train, and I'm gonna use primal knowledge, and I'm gonna rage. So that means I can use strength for my survival check.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
I know. I love it so much. It's so good.
No, it's crazy in the fact that one, like, it gives you a lot of buffs and stuff, but two, you're using this on, like, for training.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna use strength to try and train them better. To of course, survival, but I'm using strength.
Yeah, go for it. Just roll a d20 and add.
22.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you do
I'm
that.
Christian
and,
in survival, by the way.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what to.
So you do that, and you spend like maybe an hour teaching these townsfolk and even some of the guards, and even like Flying Guy and Leiron and Haru. You all kind of watch his lessons go, and you guys pick up a couple things. You know, after all, Bjorn is the more seasoned warrior out of everyone here. So if he has something to teach you guys about combat, it's definitely him. And so as a result, everyone gets +1 to all their attack rolls and damage rolls until a long rest.
Me or no?
Everyone. Except you.
What? Except me.
Well, yeah, you already know that stuff. You ain't getting none of that.
All right, that's fine.
Oh, wait,
That's fine.
I get what's a long rest? Sorry.
Plus one
plus
to
one.
attack and damage.
Oh, okay.
Right. And once you finish teaching them, you guys kind of all go back inside. You fortify the door, and you kind of put like different planks to cover the church. And time goes on, and you guys are all left in silence for a little moment. Perhaps even just a quick chance to chat amongst yourselves before whatever's going to happen happens. Do you guys want to say anything, or?
He's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
sharpen his weapon.
He was worried.
What? It's
Quite
your life.
awfully so.
It's your life. If you're not worried, you're insane.
I'm quite worried
Ugh.
for these townsfolk. I hope we
Yeah.
can. I hope we can sort this out quickly.
Well, if you want to make it quick, prison is not a good idea. How many do you think there's going to be? Does this town really have a prison?
What we may have
No.
to do is, if we capture them and then transport them to another village where they do have a prison.
And what if other goblins free them?
Well, presumably we're moving to somewhere with much better security that won't.
Well,
will
on the
make-
road.
Mm,
What if they
we
get
might
out?
be able to handle it. We might be able to handle it depending on.
Well, to be fair, if I'm assuming majority of the goblin force are coming here, that they wouldn't expect that their forces would lose, so they probably wouldn't check in on them for like a while.
And as you're saying that, Haru, suddenly you hear a bing, like you just get like a vine boom sound effect in the back of your mind as you go boom, and then everyone visibly hears like a little handbell ringing. It's like ding 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 ding. And as you guys look outside, you see like multiple, like you see a lot of goblins stationed up. In fact, I'll just
How many we seeing?
hold on, you'll see.
2.
And you
Three.
begin spotting them as they like begin appearing around the church.
Hey, I think that goblin's AI generated, buddy. For shame. Shame him.
Is that the leader? He stuck a sock in my mouth. I'm
Oh
killing
my
him.
god, he is AI generated.
Get his ass! Get him!
You gotta kill. I mean, that's why they're the bad guys, right?
That's so true. We have to destroy all AI.
All AI generated tokens.
AI generated goblins.
But yeah, so you see the large group of goblins appear outside, and then you hear the voice from the big fella goblin that's right about here, and he's like, "Come out! Come out, or we'll kill all of you! Which one of you guys attacked our camp?"
Or just
Well, is there a way I can get out without opening the front door to these guys? Like, what's
No,
the?
you guys like fortified the entire church to make sure that nobody could get
I'm
in or
quite
out.
small. Is there anywhere I could like shimmy my way through?
No, because like all the windows have like planks on them. Because these are not glass windows; they're like they're the type of windows that like are just like literally a hole. So anyone could get in or shoot through them quite easily. So they're
I'm
boarded up.
going
Does the
to.
church?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Does the church have like one of those like sliding things that some doors have? Like you just like slide the little hatch open and you can poke your head through.
I'm sure if it did,
not
it'd be a
put-
giant plank of wood that you'd have to
Yeah,
remove
I'm
first.
telling you, like everything's boarded up. Maybe you could try removing like a plank or something if you'd like to peek your head through one of the windows. But aside from that,
see
the
what Bjorn
place is pretty
does.
boarded up.
Unarmed civilians. I'm gonna get over here to the corner, and I'm gonna have them, the unarmed people, huddle in the corner, and I'm just gonna tell them, "Do not move. They can shoot you through the windows."
How do you know it was even someone in this town? Yeah, it's like I'm just gonna echo through like a slit through the like windows, not like poking out, but
Because it has to be. First it was our men stationed by the crossroads, and now it's our camp. I know it's gotta be one of you fucks out there.
Who in this town would even be dumb enough to try to attack y'all?
Well, whoever it is, they're about to find out why they shouldn't have fucked with us.
Listen, who in this town would even be strong enough to and clever enough to outwit you goblins?
Okay,
Bjorn
roll deception
Bjorn's
for that
just
one.
waiting.
Roll deception for that one.
Bjorn's waiting for the code word. He's like, "Yeah, let me out there."
Let me at him. I don't even think I have good like charisma, but let's try it.
So
7. Womp womp.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
So as you begin like talking, you see like a bunch of like the civilians who kind of like huddle up away from like the windows, trying to stay away from any points of view where they can get sniped by an archer. And as you speak, he says, "Yeah, very convincing, pal. Now come out, or we'll come in ourselves."
Aru, May I?
You'll always come in. What? What were you saying?
He's like, may I?
Oh. I mean, at this point, there's nothing I can say, really. I mean, we have to.
You see, like this. His face was kind of neutral, and now you see this, like, kind of creepy smile kind of grow across his face.
Alright. We're coming out. As I, like, give, like, Bjorn a glance.
Me first. He's gonna kind of like crack his neck.
Remember, gods. Remember, gods. Once we're gonna run out there, and once you do that, close the doors and don't let anyone out. Okay? He's like, okay, sign.
Oh, okay.
Bjorn's gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rage.
All right.
I have two. I have one more left after this. You hear like a scream, and he's just gonna, for real, just try to crash through the door with his great sword drawn.
All right. Do a strength check. Or
I'll
actually,
check the
with
door.
your sword, right? You were using your sword. Make an attack roll.
No.
Oh, okay. So you just crash. You just like slamming your body against it. Yeah. Then make a strength check.
Yeah. Athletics.
Yeah. I'll let it slide.
20.
Doesn't even matter anyway. Yeah, so you're like "Rah!" and you go in your rage, and you watch as like everyone like inside kind of as you go into your rage, everyone kind of flinches, including the guards, as they see you go like absolute apeshit, and you just begin running, and before you even give the guards a chance to open the door, you just slam right through it. Planks go flying. You watch as like a chunk of the door just slams into the goblin directly in front of it. He's like, ah, fuck! And he gets like fucking like ejected backwards. And as you come out through the front door, you watch as the goblin says, "It's you. I knew you guys had to do something with this. Get 'em, boys!" And as he says that, we are beginning combat. So let me bring out the initiative. Oh, I gotta reset this.
Go.
All right, so all of you guys roll for initiative. I will.
10.
5.
10, 5. Okay. Haru?
Give me 1 sec.
Bro's typing in Vortex. Alright, in the meantime, I'll roll for initiative for the different people. And yeah, combat will begin shortly.
Haru. Oh boy, I can't wait to use my subclass features, guys. I'm so excited.
Yeah?
I get a plus 1d6 plus 1 damage.
I guess I'll tell. Can I edit that? Oh. There you go. All right. How do I sort this again? I forgot. There you go. I got it.
There you go.
Oh wait, no, that's not quite right. Whatever. I'll just do it manually. There you go.
Do they get a turn? Do they get a turn?
All right. Yeah, I'll just put them as a part of the guard faction.
Yeah! Let's go.
All right. So you go outside. Haru, what do you do first? You're the first one to act.
I'm gonna look at the slit of this window. And I'll cast Flaming Spheres. And spawning it right there.
Alright. What the fuck is that? You know, just like one of the goblins yells out loud. Oh, fuck, it burns!
Damn, you bro's killing them.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so DC
Intelligence save.
DC 15.
Oh wait, no. It's not supposed to be intelligence save. I think I fucked that up, but you know what? I can just tell you what the D is. It's
Dexterity.
yeah, dex save.
Oh, it's a dex save? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let me look at the stats real quick and I'll do these rolls.
Did he take any damage from that hitting him, by the way, Arv?
The goblin that you hit, yes, he did take damage. I will not tell you how much, but he did take a little damage.
Yeah.
Other stats. Oh man, these stats. I forgot how dog I made these stats.
Dog one.
All right.
There's also a lot of them, so I mean,
Yeah. All right.
getting dog piled.
3d20.
They all fail. Oh wait, actually no, they
Well,
still
these
the
are modifiers. What is the damage for it, or what does this do exactly?
Fire. It does. If they fail, they take 2d6 and half if they don't.
Okay, just roll the damage, and I'll subtract it. Is that
Yeah.
8 damage? Okay. So you watch as like the goblin chief. He seems to manage to like get out of the way a little bit, so he doesn't fully get hurt by the scorching flame. But you watch the other two like little archer goblins like as they nearly get like you watch as their skin goes from like this green skin to like immediately goes to like like their skins begin to get charred with that singular spellcast alone. Do you do anything else, Haru?
Obviously, bro. I go back into hiding.
average mage. All right.
Weaklings.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, sir.
All right. So your turn ends, and then the goblin's turn. So this is going to be quite a lot of turns that I gotta take here. So I'm just gonna quickly speed
Why
run
don't you
them.
separate them into different like?
This should be fine.
types?
It should be
It's just
fine.
easier, in my opinion, if he does them all at once.
Yeah. Imagine if I had to put the initiative for however many goblins. Holy. So yeah. So you watch as first we're gonna start with the goblins in the immediate vicinity. So 2 of them are gonna attack Bjorn. So you're gonna make 2 attacks against Bjorn.
Regular, because I haven't.
You haven't reckless, yeah.
Yeah. One hit.
16
That one
hit.
hits.
Okay.
Yep, that hits.
That's
That
10.
misses.
Okay, so you take 6 damage.
Halved. As I'm
of course.
greedy.
You watch as the big bad goblin gets in front of you, says, "I've been waiting for the moment I get to gut you alive. Screw the king's orders. You're mine." And he's gonna make an attack against you. I assume that
That
is not
misses.
hit. All right, and
Nope.
then
He's gonna dodge it and go, man, for somebody who really wants to kill me, you're not trying that hard.
well, then how about this? And he's gonna make another attack.
You gonna dodge that one too. He goes, man, you hit like my mother.
Boys, gut him! And you watch as like the other 2 goblins get to your side, and they're gonna also begin attacking you. Oh my god, bro had a more devious goblin laugh than I ever could.
That misses.
So they all begin dogpiling on you in this area, and they all just start missing. And then alright, let's see. And then you watch as this one archer goblin is gonna attack you, Fly Guy.
Go.
He's gonna like pluck out his little short bow and attack. Does a 17 hit?
No.
That misses.
Wow. All right.
Bro has the goblin played. He has 18 AC.
Holy. So he misses, and these 2 goblins, they're gonna begin making their way toward you as well. They're like,
No, fuck, I know.
"We'll gut you alive." Do they take damage for walking into the sphere's radius?
No.
No. Okay. Great.
At the end of their turn, though, they do take damage.
Okay, great.
Yo,
Good to know.
that's insane.
There's some one to the right.
Good to know. Thank you. They're gonna make 2 attacks against you. I assume that misses, and that misses too.
Me and Fly Guy are OP.
These guys are bums for a reason. And then, that finishes there. And you watch as the rest of the goblins, they're gonna begin tearing through like the different windows. This goblin specifically is gonna shoot at the guard inside. So let's see. Wow, the one poor guard. So you're gonna watch as he begins firing arrows through like the crevices in the wood, and that the poor guard just gets hit. It's like as he takes damage, and it seems to really hurt him. You know, unlike all the supernaturally strong people in here, he's just a normal ass dude, and a singular arrow really has hurt him. And then these 2 goblins begin hacking away at the wood here. They're gonna make attack rolls against the structure to try to break in. real quick. Wow, these guys are weaklings, but it is just wood, so it's not really that high. I would say it wouldn't be that high of a roll. So they begin like breaking in, and they may break the wood, and you know they're little goblins. They manage to like sneak through the bars, and these two get inside. And then these goblins on the sides are gonna begin also trying to break in, so they're gonna make attacks against the fortifications. Where are you? There you are. And these two manage to break in much more easily than the others, as they break through the door. And you watch like you hear the screams from the inside, like ah, of like people panicking. This goblin right here, at the very top right, he's gonna try to break in, as well. Oh, shit, so many goblins. And you know, just for the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna roll for all the goblins that are just trying to break in. The first one seems to like fail to try to get in, but the other two manage to attack and then they break in. And that is the goblins' turns. Bjorn, you're up next.
Bjorn's after like left, right, you know, dodging. He's gonna like look at the big boy. Oh, go ahead, Awesome.
I just realized these two goblins are next to my flaming sphere. Take damage.
Which ones? Oh,
One's
they
next to my flaming.
Oh, did they end their... Okay. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah, roll for damage. So you watch as these two goblins, like, it's like in their minds, they had like spent too long trying to get like, they spent like their last ditch effort trying to get one of you guys, and it seemed to slip up in the fact that they're still burning alive, and so as they like finish their turns, they're like, wait a minute, we're still burning, and then they just get instantly like scorched to death by the flaming sphere.
Oopsies. Alright, my turn. Time to kill this man. Alright, Reckless, he's gonna swing downwards at the big boy.
Okay.
20 to hit.
20 does hit.
Alright. 18 damage.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't think I can do anything else. Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. So as you do strike
Actually,
this...
hold on.
Oh.
I can reroll one of those. I'm gonna reroll the 1. So that's immediately a +4. So
22 damage. Okay.
22 damage. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So as you attack this goblin, he, like, you're hurting him, but it doesn't seem to be like. Part
of it's radiant.
How much is radiant? How much is radiant?
4 radiant.
4 radiant. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what, 22 total, right? And you said 4 radiant.
22. So yeah, 22 minus 4, so 18, and then 4 radiant.
Okay, that's all I need. So as you make that attack against them, you could tell like the radiant seems to properly hurt him, but the normal like slashing damage isn't as effective on him as you think it is. Is that all you do with your turn?
Oh, yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. And then it's the guard's turn. And so as the goblins begin breaking in, he's like, "Hey, get away from them!" And then they're gonna begin rushing to protect the civilians, of course. Man, these two guards stationed at the door are gonna get bumped so hard because of their positioning. So they're all gonna begin moving to wherever they think they can move. Haru, this one is gonna try to move past you. Do you give your reaction to let it move past you?
Yeah.
So he like scooches past you, and then they're all gonna begin making attacks against the little gobs. How many attacks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 attacks. So they're gonna be 6 attacks. Wow.
Damn.
Wow, that one guard is popping off. Okay.
They have a +1 by the way because of my training.
Yeah. So you watch as like the guards begin slashing away at the different goblins. Where's the damage? I'll just roll the different damages for all the passes. And I think this one too. Yeah. So the different guards begin slashing away at them, and you watch this one guard. He brings his sword up, and he remembers the lesson that Bjorn taught him, and he's like, "Go for the head," and he just and he immediately hacks one of the goblins' head as like it splats on the floor. And as like that happens, the poor priest is like, "Oh, by Mara, I'm sorry for staining your place like
Mara
this."
or Dea?
The Dea, sorry, I don't know why I thought Mara.
That's because it's
oh God.
Your campaign, yeah.
My campaign.
Fail RP. And
Yeah.
And the rest of the goblins, they seem to get decently hurt by these attacks. As another one gets killed by the combination of the two attacks. The one that's trying to break in, he opens the planks. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting in," and he watches the guard just thrust at him. He's like, "Ah!" But he doesn't. He doesn't.
Eviscerated.
He doesn't.
Oh yeah, I'm getting in.
He doesn't quite get like fully killed, but like it gives him a good poke in the eye. It's like, oh, fuck. And then the last one, he manages to hurt pretty badly the goblin, but it doesn't quite kill him.
What about the boys? The boys in the middle.
Oh right, I forgot about them. Oops.
Yes, the boys. The boys.
Muscle Man, he goes up to the goblin. He also makes an attack. I'll just make him do the normal attack for a guard, I guess. I don't know. I didn't have a stat plan for this. He swings the mace. And he remembers like Fly Guy's words. So he kind of feels bad killing these goblins now, and he swings it a little too recklessly. He's like, "Oh," and then the other one is gonna he's gonna dash and he's gonna move up to this goblin. This guy's gonna like run up. He's like, and he's gonna leap right over the table as he gets to this goblin to try to protect the civilians. And that is the end of the townsfolk people turn / guards. Fly Guy, you're up next.
All right, I say Bjorn, handle the front door. I gotta go in there.
Wait, you're gonna get. Wait a minute. You're trying to buy. You're trying to buy 3 guys.
If you do this, you will take 3 attacks of opportunity unless you disengage.
Oh, 3. Oh, you're right. 3.
Unless you
disengage,
disengage, you will be taking 3 attacks of op.
I was gonna 2. I could handle. Maybe 3 is too much. So I'm gonna change of plans. I'm gonna help with the door. I'm gonna punch
Me and Fly Guy. Me and
the
Fly
big
Guy.
boy.
Okay.
Hit the big boy.
Yeah, roll for attack.
Is there flanking laws?
No.
No, I'm kidding.
No.
There is no flanking because you guys are the ones getting flanked.
Yeah, there is no flank, buddy.
Insane. Does a 19 hit the big boy?
A 19 does not hit.
Divine.
What?
What?
A
No.
20 AC?
Yes.
What? What? Gah.
What?
Gah. Gah.
Yeah.
Gah.
Oh,
Fucking
man. I didn't have a backup plan for this.
Bro has no plan B.
I punch his stomach, and it just kind of ripples.
Yeah, you begin channeling your divine smite through his fist, and you punch his stomach, and it's just all his fat throughout his body just begins vibrating, but it's you're gonna have to try harder than that, buddy.
That's the end of my turn, I guess.
Okay.
That's insane!
Hold on. I gotta ban this guy real quick. Thank you. Alright.
Damn.
Alright. Haru, you're up. Yeah, it was some guy promoting view voting. Anyway, you're up, Haru.
My turn. I will. Haru will look at the window and then just glance over and be like, "What the fuck is happening over there?"
It's
I'm gonna move my flaming spear over as it's gonna body slam into this guy.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, this house is now on fire.
Oh.
What?
Oh my god.
It's a church. What do you mean? It's made of
the
stone.
house
No.
at the bottom.
The house.
Oh, the house. Oh. Uh-oh.
Yep. So you slam the thing, and who do the 3 goblins gotta do a?
No.
Just the chief.
The ram. It's a bonus action for me to. Ow! Fuck! I just bit my lip. For me to ram it into someone is just an action, but then if they once again it's repeating. If it's if they stay there again, they take
Okay.
they all take the damage.
Gotcha. So what is the damage? Is it just 5 damage?
5. Yeah. Make me another dex save.
Okay. I will do a dex save.
Oh.
That's crazy.
You watch like as the goblin like you punched him, and as you begin to ram the goblin, like the like
His back also ripples.
the kinetic energy that he built up from the punch from Fly Guy, just like, and then as you begin slamming it, it just like all like ripples into his back, and it just manages to like to clash against the strike in time to cushion the damage.
It's his AI skin. It's blocking the damage.
Correct. It has no consistency. All right. Are you doing anything else, Haru?
Yeah, I am not. I saw my main action.
Okay.
That was my technically a bonus action. Arbiter.
Wow.
What? That's insane.
Oh, also, I think my proficiency bonus is messed up because it says 2, but I'm pretty sure it'll be 3.
No,
actually
it's
right
2.
now.
We're at level 4.
Oh yeah,
I
okay,
think
right.
I think,
I'm
I think
dumb.
3 is
Never
only.
mind.
I think you get 3 out of 5.
All right.
Yeah.
So then, never mind. My thing is correct. All right. I am going to cast Scorching Ray.
At who?
Hopefully, these 3 goblins in the corner.
These 3?
Yeah, those ones I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Bam. Did I do that right?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
The first 2 hit. The second one doesn't.
Doesn't he have a +1?
Yeah, but that's like a 10.
The first 2 hit. The third one doesn't. You can roll for damage.
Oh.
And who
Well,
are you
what-
targeting specifically again?
Wait, what the?
So
what
the first one goes to this guy right here, or who? I need you to ping me exactly.
the 19 will be aiming at. Actually, 19 will be at this guy. 27 will be at this guy.
Okay.
And this one will just miss, I guess.
Okay.
Bam! 9 damage. Crit damage. 17.
Yike.
All right. So 17 to this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one, he gets hit with it, and it seems to be like, oh fuck. But he's still alive. On the other hand, the second one, you point your finger right at him with your scorching ray, and then you perfectly aim it right at the goblin's chest. As you watch as your singular scorching ray just condenses so strongly, it just and it pierces right through his heart, and the goblin just collapses and dies instantly.
I have more where that came from.
And then you watch just like one of the goblins like that goblin dies, and like it's like kind of blood splatters on the tube. It's like you hear like, oh my god.
I'm gonna back up.
He was
bit,
only
and
a week from retirement.
that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, and it's
He was awake from retirement. Oh no.
it's the Gobbly Boy's turn.
Uh-oh,
So we're gonna
boy.
begin with the chief. He's seething and molding. He's like, all right, I'm tired of these games. And he's gonna make 2 attacks against Bjorn.
They have advantage. Oh boy.
Okay, well we can say that's the first one then.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
I'm assuming
that
both
hits.
hits. All right.
Both hit. Yep.
So you take
Uh-oh.
for the first one you take 17 damage, and then for the second
Is
one,
17 rounded down or rounded up?
it's always rounded down, I believe, for the damage.
Okay.
I believe it's always rounded down with the way D&D does it.
Okay, so
you
that
take
is
23 total damage rounded down.
11 damage. We're good. We're good, guys. We're good.
Right.
We're good.
And then the other 2 goblins to the side are going to make attacks against you as well.
Okay.
Neither hits.
Misses. As they have advantage.
Oh, right. Fuck. Okay.
So roll again for 2.
That
That
last
hits.
one hits. Okay. You take 4 slashing
2.
damage. And then the 2 other goblins next to Fly Guy are going to begin slashing at him with their scimitars as well. So you're going to get 2 attacks, Fly Guy.
He blocks it with his shield.
So you've just failed at like punching the goblin, and then you turn around and then you see these 2 little goblins coming at you with their little scimitars, and they begin like slashing at you, and then you just bring up your shield, and then it's like they just like bing 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 bing, so they can't really seem to hit you. And then the 2 archers are gonna attack you as well, Fly Guy, and then the other one is gonna continue its onslaught against the guard. So I make 2 attack rolls. First one to Fly Guy, and then the other one to the guard.
Dang, Fly Guy. Brogan not getting hit.
Dang.
I'm too small of a target.
So the arrow flies and it hits Fly Guy, and then for this other goblin, the arrow just flies past both the guard and Muscle Man, and they're like, oh my.
Oh man. Wait, did it hit? I don't think it hit.
No,
right?
no. It like swished past them. Like, it was like right past them. So it doesn't
If
hit
that guy
them.
had 7 AC, I'd be feeling worried about the rest of the guards, man.
Yeah.
And then the goblins inside are going to begin making their attacks. First, these two right here. The
No.
goblin that's right in front of the injured guard is going to make an attack first. And that hits. And you watch as the guard, the goblin like is like boxing with his guard, and he like slashes at his like at the back of his heel, and the guard like kneels for a second, and the goblin just and straight for the neck, and the guard just dies.
No, he has to make that
No.
He has a family.
Nope.
save. You can't do this
He's
to
dead.
him.
And then the other goblin is gonna attack the random civilian inside.
No.
No, the shoddy.
No way.
The shouty is getting attacked.
No, shoddy.
And you watch as like the single attack like slashes right like at her chest, and she seems like she's about to die from like that singular swing, and she slams back against the wall. It's like, oh my goodness. And then you watch as like the other goblin's gonna attack at one of the people that person you handed the rapier to. And he also
He's my boy.
Oh wait, wrong roll. My bad, chat. That's not the correct roll. That I rolled for a guard roll.
Boy.
Yeah.
Nah.
Here we. Oh, okay. Well,
my
it was still the
boy.
same. But luckily he rolled low damage. So you watch as like he gets slashed at the leg. He's like, ah, shit. But it doesn't seem to like quite be as bad as the other injuries that he has taken. And then finally the goblin's gonna like, he seems real pissed, and he's gonna attack to try to like break through now to get that guard in front of him. As he also manages to, you watch as like the goblin begins squirming. He just begins thrusting the like scimitar forward, even though it's not really meant for as a thrusting weapon. But he's just thrusting it forward and managed to like slash at the forehead of the guard. But it doesn't seem to like hurt him too badly.
He just has aura now.
And he manages to like break in. And you watch as like he breaks in. Like two people in the corner like, ah! And they begin like moving away like in panic. And that is the end of their turn. Bjorn, you're up next.
All right. This guy's dealing 2 attacks, but these guys are fodder. I don't know, man. Screw it. We're going for the big guy again. Reckless. Ooh, 21.
That hits.
Okay.
Oh, they have a graze option.
17, and I'm gonna re-roll the 2. So add 1. So 18. So that's, let's see. 18. So 13 slashing and then 5 radiant.
Okay. So similar to before, the radiant seems to get its job done, and it seems to like be hurting him as it should. But the 13 slashing doesn't seem to quite hit the mark. But it's damaging. But not
How's he doing? How's he looking?
He looks hurt, but he could probably he could keep doing this all day.
By the way, those 3
I'm
goblins.
gonna.
Make me another
I
deck
have
save
4.
for all 3 of those.
Oh shit! I forgot about the I keep forgetting about that flaming spear, dude. I have so many turns to keep track of. I forget about the damn flaming spear, bro. All right. I'll make 3 dexterity rolls. Now you know what? Legendary act. No, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't even be mad.
3d20. What was the DC? 15?
15.
They all pass, but roll damage.
I already did. They take 7 and half, so that's the 4, 3. Up to
3.
you.
Okay, 3 damage.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna look at something real quick. Do you add your Constitution? No. You watch as he's kind of after he gets done hitting him. You watch as he's gonna kind of like rub his cheek and spit out some blood as he watches some of his wounds begin to heal. I'm going to use Warrior of the Gods, and I'm gonna heal 11 HP.
All right. You do that, and you watch as like, your wounds begin to heal as you feel like you don't feel necessarily your god's like divinity as you do this, but rather you feel Dea's divinity flow through you as you do this.
Fuck! It's okay. We're good, guys. I'm just using him. He's gonna kind of nod as he kind of feels this different divine power through him, but he realizes it's a tool. It's gonna help him. It's gonna help him out. He got this. I'll end my turn there.
All right. Now it's the guard time. It's guard time. You watch just like the guards just begin like descending upon the goblins inside. Like they watch one of their own fall. It's like, Harold, no! And then these guards are just like pissed off at these. And they're like, all of these guards are just gonna begin dashing as they begin making their way toward the goblin. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the. I'm just gonna toss this token to the side for now, so I don't have to keep track of them. And so yeah, so they're gonna begin making their attacks. So first of all, the two guards are gonna gang up on the little goblin at the top that just managed to break through. So I'm gonna make 2 attack rolls for that.
Damn.
All right.
Damn.
I'm not even gonna roll for damage. You watch as they just like they JJK jump the poor goblin. He just managed to break through. It's like, oh yeah, I'm in. And then as he like looks to the side, he just looks at the guy that he just slashed, and then the other guard, and they both just like stand over him menacingly, and they just go like, swish, 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 and then they just bro just gets cooked. And then this guy right here, he's gonna fight the little goblin in front of him. He's gonna make an attack roll as well, to try to defend the poor civilians that are getting attacked by the goblins. And it misses. So he's gonna swing the rapier. He's gonna thrust it forward, and it's just gonna hit the wall. And so he's like, "Oh, it seemed a lot easier in practice." And then the 2 goblins that are down, or the guard is gonna make an attack, and then the muscle man is gonna make an attack.
Come on, Muscleman. Here they go.
So you watch as muscle man finally he sees like his compatriot die, maybe perhaps because of his own hesitation to hurt these goblins, and this time he ain't letting that get in the way anymore, and he's gonna swing and he's gonna slam the what was it a
mace?
Mace, yeah, a mace. And he's gonna slam the mace against the goblin side, and he's gonna boom, and it's gonna seem to really hurt the goblin, but it's not gonna quite kill him. And the other guard is gonna try to swing. But in between like the motion from getting hit by the hammer or mace, it's just gonna knock him away enough that the thrust from the longsword is gonna miss. And I think that's the end of the guards' turns. Fly Guy, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna.
Fly Guy's kind of next to me. He's gonna say, "Go for the smaller ones. Just let me deal with the big one to protect the people."
I got it. I'm gonna use my channel divinity to cast Nature's Wrath. So Fly Guy like takes a step on the ground as like roots dig into the soil, and then suddenly all burst outward onto all the goblins here.
Okay.
Me
50
too, or
feet of
no?
me. No, not you. I get to choose.
Put it in chat.
Oh,
Will you read it for me? Just so I can read what it is.
I need to check what my save is. I believe it's written down here.
It's charisma plus. It's 8 plus your
Spell
charisma
save DC
plus
from this.
prof.
8 plus charisma plus proficiency.
Yeah, so
yeah,
that would
8
be
plus
14.
4.
That would be a 14 because it's 8 plus 2 plus 4, so that's 14. But what is the effect again?
Oh, okay. If they fail to save, they get the restrained condition, which makes all their attack rolls have disadvantage, and attack rolls against them have advantage.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for the 4 goblins first. So I'll do. What's the save again?
Dex.
14.
No,
Plus the
strength.
plus 1
Strength save.
have an effect. Oh,
no, I mean like.
oh, athletics.
Wait, it's in athletics?
Or is it
It's a
strength?
strength save. Yeah, it's a strength saving throw. Yeah.
Oh, strength saving throw.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was like, huh?
Damn.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
You watch as like you bring it out, and then like some of these goblins just begin slashing away at the vines, but one of them does manage to not. Oh wait, no, it's. Oh wait, no, it already has a +1. Never mind. Damn, these were some cracked rolls, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They're going crazy. What the
That
fuck?
was insane.
They see their lines getting thinned, and you watch as like they begin just like fighting for their life as they don't really want to die either. And yeah, did the mark go? The mark didn't.
And then
go.
he has to make one too, right?
Where is it? Oh wow! I just realized the thing is like really small. Here we go. I'll put it red. And then the big goblin is going to make one himself. What is his stats again, real quick? I need to look at his saving throw. Okay. D20.
It's a flying guy throwing. No, no.
And he like you watch as like they try to like grab him as well, and he doesn't even slash it. He just moves his like legs and knees, and it's just like it begins to crumble on like all around him. As it seems like it can't really hold him down. Do you do anything else, Fly Guy?
I don't think that I can do anything else.
Is there any bonus
Throwing
actions you
guys.
have?
Not really. I don't.
Any
I don't
spells?
think so. Like they're all like healing spells, but I should probably save those for my smiting, right?
You could, yeah. I'll be
Whatever
fine.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. I think that's the end of my turn, I guess.
All right, Haru.
Oh,
Hurry boy.
Alright.
You're up.
That
the
Goblin King.
sadness within Devil's voice.
Make me another deck save.
That's insane.
Once again. Flaming Spear. Go! Go, go, Gadget!
Go gadget. Bitches. What the
He
fuck?
takes 5 damage still.
Well. All right.
Don't
Anything
worry,
else?
guys. I'm assisting. That was my bonus action. Once again, I move forward to these guys. I gotta protect the shoddy.
Okay.
Fine shit.
I'm casting my spell. Go!
Oh, magic missile.
Scorching
Damn.
Ray!
At who? At
Yeah.
who?
+1.
This goblin,
Okay.
and
Oh, well, the first two only the first two hit. Yeah, roll for damage.
Oh damn. Okay.
oh, bam! Oh, bam! You know
Cinema.
what the +1 on for the 14?
Um,
Bam!
it's specifically
Bam.
for attack rolls, not spell attack rolls. So no +1s for you.
Damn.
Damn.
What the hell?
I'll go for the 15, the closest to the woman, and then 9 for the bit further back.
This is interesting. Wait, your scorching ray is 2d8. Every scorching
Yeah.
ray instance is 2d8. Holy, I did not realize how much damage scorching ray did. Wow.
Scorching
dude.
Ray is crazy, dude.
It's
Scorching
good.
Ray's crap.
The only downside is like if you roll bad, you just missed. You know?
Yeah. Holy
Yeah.
moly. That is. I did not realize scorching ray was 2d8 damage.
Yeah.
So you bring out your 2 scorching rays, and I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, bud. You just obliterate the 2 goblins with that like strike. It's just you one finger gun 1, pew, gets the goblin. It hits him in the shoulder. He falls down to the floor and dies from the damage. And then you do another finger gun, Dante Dante style finger gun, boom. The second one, it falls and it dies. Do you do anything else?
I'll like just look at like the group and then be like, "Are you guys okay?"
The Herald is dead.
Little bro's dead.
Sorry for your loss.
You watch
He
this,
was
you know,
2 weeks from retirement.
you notice that like the,
2 weeks.
you notice as like the barmaid, she's specifically distraught. She's like, we were gonna get married next week.
No!
No.
That's awkward.
He said it in character.
No.
No. That'd be hilarious. though.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Now it's the goblins' turn. Their ranks are getting thinned out. There's only a singular lone soldier of the goblin inside. He's gonna look at the man in front of him, and he knows he's cooked. Like this goblin just knows he's cooked, but he's not going down without a fight, so he's still gonna attack anyway. And it hits.
No! My apprentice!
And you watch as he thrusts the rapier forward, or not the rapier, the scimitar forward, and he like slashes down at him. And this slash should have killed him, but then for a singular moment, he remembers Fly Guy's atrocious speech, but how inspiring it was in spite of it. And because of that, because of the hit points, the temporary hit points that he was given, he manages to hang on 1 HP.
Oh! 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 Oh!
That is the most I've contributed so far. Yeah.
In the meantime, however,
They jumped at me!
in the meantime, however, You're back to getting jumped a little, bro. As the Goblin Chief is gonna make 2 attacks against you once more.
He's just gonna say, "Come at me, big man."
He's like, he doesn't even respond anymore. He just seems like he's just bloodlust. Like this Goblin Chief is just absolutely bloodlusted.
Oh, that hits.
And that hits.
That hits.
Both hit. All right.
You're
That
3.
is-
I'm good.
It's 13 damage.
I'm good, guys. I'm good.
13 damage total. And then the 2 goblins are gonna make attacks. What is the AC of this thing?
Does it have one, Austin? This one?
What?
Does this have an AC?
The flaming sphere? No, it doesn't have an AC.
It does or
That's
doesn't?
insane.
It doesn't. You can't get rid of it like the normal means, only by like dispelling.
Oh, it's a concentration though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to attack me specifically.
You watch as the 2 archer goblins look at the window,
That's crazy.
get in the window, and they it's like we're tired of your fucking magic. It hurts. And then they're gonna both go after you. As they're both gonna make attacks against Haru.
Oh.
Miss.
Does a 13 hit?
Shield.
All right. So you shield, the arrow stops it. Haru's plot armor against these goblins continues to strike. I actually have not hit Haru once in this campaign, by the way. I just want to point that out. Haru has not been hurt once in this campaign. He has not been injured once. I just want to point that out for a moment, bro. I'm gonna make you're laughing now. I'm gonna make the most disastrous anti-mage character in existence, bro. I'm gonna have him become your enemy.
The goblins have like one anti-mage, and his name is like Gerald or something. And all he does is fight mages specifically.
I've done nothing.
And in the meantime, the 2 goblins are gonna attack you. So that first one hits, I assume.
That's me, yeah.
Yeah, so the first one hits.
It's an advantage.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, I roll advantage. I forget to with it.
That hits.
Alright.
Bro, I'd like to point out I'm being punished just because Art always decides to go for like the people in the front. It's not my fault that I'm playing smartly.
No. You forget that one session where I sicked 3 people on you for 5 rounds straight, and I missed every round in a row against you. And then the one time I would have hit you, the one time I hit you, you pulled out shield on me. You're dead, buddy. That's all I'm saying. You're getting targeted, buddy.
Every enemy from now is just gonna have the inverted spear for my shield.
Yeah, it's gonna have the inverted spear of heaven. But that is the end of the Goblin's turns. You're up next.
Wait, they didn't hit this guy? Are you serious?
Oh wait, did I forget to roll for that? Oh my bad.
Oh.
Thank you for reminding me, DT. Thank you. You're such a good
No
sport.
problem, man.
Whose side are
Thumbs
you
up.
on, Bjorn?
So
Whose side are you on?
the first one makes an attack against you, and it does 12 damage. The other one misses, and that is.
You haven't been hit once. You're fine. I'm getting hit.
That is
like
the end of
3
that is the end
times.
of their turns. Bjorn, you're
You
up
need to
now.
make a deck save as well. You need to make a deck save as well.
All right.
Oh, they all do actually. These 3 do. 1,
Oh yeah.
2.
It's a deck save, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, low
Oh.
damage.
Oh. Come on.
Thank God, because that was the one time. That was the one time that they didn't beat the saves.
Yeah.
You need to as well.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm keep track of that. Keep track of the HPs, buddy.
I'm praying. My prayer was in vain.
All right, and even though it doesn't seem to like hurt him too bad, like you see that like that still like he seems to like that singular burn seems to be like he's getting worn out by this like, onslaught of
my
attacks.
one flaming spear.
Well, no, it's more like an aggregate of like all the damage he's taking. Like he seems to be like it seems to like he's on his last leg. As it is your turn now, Bjorn.
He's gonna like let out a war cry and he's gonna start like slashing away. Yes!
Roll damage. Roll damage.
Yes!
How do you want to do this?
He's just gonna like as he screams, you watch as he's gonna like as he kind of just screams downwards, his eyes just start glowing from the like power that Dea has given him, and he's just gonna cleave the goblin right in half.
So you do that. He's like, "I'll kill you," and then as like you cleave right through his side, you watch his like innards just spill out as his like corpse falls to the side, and he is just dead. And you watch as the other goblins look in horror. Roll intimidation.
I get to use strike for that because I'm raging.
Yeah, go for it.
No, oh my God.
So as you like slaughter him, you watch as all four goblins just see you brutalize their leader, and they just all immediately drop their weapons in fear. And you watch as like the like archer goblins are like they're looking at this happen, and they drop their weapons soon. They're like, wait, spare us, please. And you watch as like the goblin inside has no clue what is going on. He has no clue they're all surrendering, so he is still just boxing it out. And I assume that would be the end of your turn, right?
He's gonna start looking at the wall. He's gonna say, "Go ahead and tie yourselves up."
Oh, we don't have a rope.
He's gonna throw him a rope. Start now.
You don't have an action for that.
Wait until your turn.
Use an object as a bonus action.
According to the player's handbook here, as you can see right here, sir, you can't do that.
Fuck you! I sent you to hell. Just
Crazy. This book is in great condition and also is always facing the camera. How did you do that?
So that is the end of your turn, Bjorn.
Yeah.
All right. So it's the guard's turn, and you know, this goblin, he knows it's over. The guards just begin swarming this poor little fella. It's like the Johnny Cash song just begins like playing. It's like, and I won't back down. I won't
Dog accepting
back
fate me,
down.
bro. Right there.
And they all just begin slashing at him. And I'm not even gonna roll for this. Because bro is not surviving
I'm
this.
Curious.
Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll roll to see if they all hit him. I'll make it. It's what? How many attack rolls is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 attack rolls.
Technically 5 if you count everyone there.
I
but
won't back
Damn.
down.
Damn.
Fumble. Oh.
Damn, where were these rolls at the start, bro?
I know.
Oh, brother. Yeah, you watch as like the goblin like the first guard. I'll do this. The first guard goes at the goblin and he tries to strike at him and he like fails miserably. And the goblin like slashes at him in one last attack of defiance against his misery.
Bro, it's literally that devil.
Against his fate. And he fails, and the goblin just like, oh wait, that was the wrong character sheet. Actually, I get to reroll that.
Dude, I'm about to see the
Oh,
dust
he
is gonna
misses
settle.
anyway.
I'm gonna see the dust is gonna settle, and Howard's just gonna see a thin paste on the wall.
And you watch as like all the civilians have been oppressed by these goblins for like the last 2 years. They just like, they're done with this, and this is like the first time in their life that they're finally able to fight back against them. And they just descend on this poor goblin. It's like, wait, no, and they just, and by the time they're done, bro is just corpse on the wall, and he is just dead. And with the last hostile.
All right, guys, you guys keep it
He's
up
done.
in here. Stay protected. I'll go out there and help them. Looks like they dropped their weapons. I don't know what kind of trick they pulled.
Haru,
but we can beat shit out of them.
dispel the sphere, please.
Combat is
He's
over.
dead.
And
Spell
they-
the sphere.
And yeah, so combat is over, and you guys managed to succeed. And you watch as like the townsfolk people, they just like they begin like cheering like yeah, and then they're like celebrating. And you watch as like you watch as like the muscle man just like rips out his shirt open and begins like like that thing that they do with like the pecs that's like moving him up and down. Yeah, it's like,
bumping
boom,
his
boom, boom.
pecs.
He's like, yeah, and everyone's just celebrating, and then the guards are like high fiving each other, and then yeah, people are having a good time. But you watch as like the one guard and the bars just go to the poor dead body of Harold. It's just like, we were supposed to have a life together. It's like, he's like, Harold, I promise you, I'll make sure your wife is taken care of for you. And then yeah, the rest of the goblins give up. What do you guys want to do?
I'm waiting for them to tie themselves up.
Oh, so
You'll also watch them tie themselves up.
you watch as like the goblins like,
As they do that, as Fly Guy's kind of watching, he's gonna look at his his slain foe, the one he fought, and he's gonna start looting it.
So, to your misfortune, this guy was actually, unlike the rest of the goblins, he had no armor on. He was just a really beefy
That's
goblin.
fine.
He was
It's all AI generated. It's garbage.
he was
What is the sword
the
two
only
handles?
the only thing you get out of this goblin is he had a +1 flail, and that is
I'm
it.
taking it.
Um,
And then, you know what? I'm also gonna take his head.
Okay, yeah, roll for an attack roll against his decapitated body.
He's sashimiing him. He already cut him in half. Now I have to take his head.
Yup.
And as you do this in the corner, you watch as the goblins they're trying to tie each other. It's like, how do we do it? No, wait, let me tie you. Oh, right, that's smarter. And then, like, they're doing this, and then they just turn around for a second, and they look at Bjorn just decapitating their leader as like a trophy. And they're like, oh god, go faster, oh go faster, and they begin like tying each other up. And then 3 of them manage to get themselves tied up, and then
And
just
the last one's left.
one of them is like, wait, how do we? And then these 2 archers like somehow manage to tie themselves up each other, even though there's only 2 of them. And you're like, wait, how did you guys? Why am I the only one not tied up?
Bro, it's the last pick for dodgeball, it seems, as he like walks out of the like church and he like looks at them like, by the way, don't go in there. They're how do I put this? Taking their clothes off.
Oh.
Oh.
Anyways.
So
How are you guys looking at Haru comes out, unscathed, unharmed? Are you guys alright?
Bjorn looks like shit. He's like, Bjorn is covered
That looks
in.
pretty okay, actually.
Bjorn is covered in his own and goblin blood from the guy he bifurcated and chopped the head off of, and he's just like dying. He's just like, yup, all good. As he's gonna hold up he has a hook through the goblin's head, like the one that he basically just beheaded in front of his people, and he's gonna like put it on his belt.
Why?
Because I killed it.
But why?
Because I killed it. It's a trophy.
Okay, Flying Guy's like covered in blood because where you split the thing in the middle, Flying Guy was like directly below, like under his stomach, and now is just covered in red. There is no green
You guys are
in this
standing in
man.
his organs. You guys are standing on his organs currently, Haru.
And Flying Guy is like helping the last goblin get tied up. Well, he's not helping, but he's tying the last goblin up basically, and making sure their knots are tight and fastened.
Besides that, we did suffer 1 casualty of one of the guards.
Make sure they get a good funeral. Well, we should stay for that if we have time.
Maybe. We should probably ask the townspeople what they want to do with the goblins.
I agree.
They probably want them executed, most likely.
Well, we should still ask. We're not
Well, I
judge
know.
or executioner, after all.
As you guys are talking, you watch as the priest comes outside. He says, oh, "It seems like the goblin threat has been dealt with. A lot bloodier than I had wished, unfortunately, but I still thank you all for the help." I'm sure that
they burned down that house. I think that one house.
And as you guys,
the house is still burning.
and yeah, you guys are around this house on fire. It's like, oh my damn! Someone put it out. It's gonna catch to the other houses.
Uh-oh.
Cast elementalism again.
It's like, and he's like, wait a minute, you were inside. How did you know they got to it?
I'm outside now.
Oh, right, of course. I'm sure you had nothing to do with it. You're the heroic type.
Yep.
Flying Guy like looks over with like a straight face, just I know what you are. Do I have anything for this? I'm having a look.
Punch the. No, I'm kidding.
Unarmed strike, yes.
Oh, babies. +1 flail.
I do have Druidcraft, which lets me snuff out a candle, a torch, or a campfire. Is this big enough that I could snuff it out like a campfire? Is it campfire sized? Is my question.
I want to say if you somehow manage to combine the effort of multiple people doing something like with this, I'll let you put out the fire, but on your own now.
Have Bjorn lift me up like King Kong and just like throw
Yep.
me around the
He's just gonna like tie him to a piece of rope, and he's just gonna start like flailing him around so he can put out the fire better.
Flying guy just has like his hat and his like palms outstretched and is just like.
Alright, and what do you do to help Haru?
around?
Casting elementalism to just like spray thin layers of water. It's not really much, but something at least, you know.
Alright, so you guys begin doing that. You manage to put out the fire, but the poor house is just obliterated. In fact, I'll do a little draw. I mean, it's not fully obliterated, but you know, it's pretty bad. Like, there's just like burn marks everywhere. It's like all over the place. And like it looks like there's a lot of parts. Some of the walls are like scorched down. And you watch as one of the guards comes out, and he's like, "Oh no, what happened to my home?"
he's gonna like.
It's been in the family for generations.
He's just gonna like eye Haru.
My father and
he, like,
his father
glances at him.
and his father's
Flying guy
father
has like his.
Hey,
and his
think
father's
about it.
father owned this home.
it was one of the goblins, but think about it. It was better this than the entire town.
My family's legacy was
You can build a new legacy.
oh.
Can I try and like dig out any like heirlooms that might have survived the fire?
Sure, do investigation check.
Fuck.
That's insane.
Can I get any help? Actually, why don't I just leave
Sure,
it to
I'll
Haru?
help him. There you go.
That's
Roll
okay, I got a-
again.
You got a 19.
19.
Okay. Yeah, so you begin looking around, and at first you see like most of it is pretty scorched. And then, but luckily for you, you do see a singular heirloom. Actually, okay, scratch that. Let's take it back a step. You guys remember the objects that? Yeah, let's take it back one step.
Yeah.
So you guys remember all the objects that you got, like the kind of mundane objects you all got at the very beginning of the campaign.
Mhm.
You remember your alabaster puppy little statuette that you had, right?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, so you watch as you kind of begin looking for it, like begin trying to search through the rubble. You watch as you feel like a little motion inside your pocket. And do you like try to see what that motion is?
I'll take it out. Yeah, let's see what that is.
Yeah, so you take out the little alabaster little alabaster puppy statuette, and then you watch as it begins like vibrating, and as like it kind of falls off your hand, and it like transforms into like a little alabaster puppy. And it's like a real dog that just transformed out of your little statuette. And it's like the most adorable little thingy. And in fact, I'll look for an image of an alabaster puppy so you can see like how it looks like.
What should I name him? No, I know what. I'm gonna name him Harold after the fallen dog.
Harold. Oh yeah. Why not?
He sounded so
That works.
offended just then.
No. What? Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Isn't it kind of well? I guess not. Why not? Carry on his legacy, I suppose.
It kind of looks like this. I'll put it in. I'll get a quick link in ImageGur. And it begins helping you like look for stuff. It's like sniffing around, just like a little cute little guy. Oh man, this shit is so laggy sometimes. Oh, I see. That's why it was tweaking on me. But yeah, so it looks like this. It's a little fella. And it begins helping you look for it. And after a moment, it like nudges its nose and like lifts, like it points toward like a piece of rubble. And as you like take it out, you see like a little pendant within the rubble.
Good boy. Who's a good boy? I'm gonna hold it out to the god. Say, is this of any value to you?
Oh, that was my mother's.
You should take good care of it.
Thank you. I guess suppose at least, even if my home is gone, at least I'll have something left. And he takes it and he just walks out.
Aww.
And yeah, you guys are, you guys successfully managed to defend the town from the goblin threat. You don't know if there's still more goblins. You guys got the captured goblins, but you could assume that at least, based on like the numbers that you saw here, that roughly seemed to match what you guys saw at the camp. So at the very least, this village is not going to be bothered by goblins anytime soon. That being said, now there's the question: what do you guys do with these 6 goblins you got in custody?
I would like to ask the priest, where's the nearest town that would have a working prison?
Better
Or
question. What do you want to do with the goblins?
Well, I won't.
I mean, this isn't our town.
Well, I mean, if you would like to, we can we could probably send them over to Ronnet, which is the
I
nearest
worry
town
that
from here.
if we execute them in this town, the other goblins that are unaccounted for might take that as a invitation for challenge.
And as you guys are talking, you see like the little halfling trader man that you guys have originally parted with at, upon arriving to town. He comes outside, like he seemed to have he stayed pretty much like unnoticed by most of you guys, but he comes outside because he was inside the church with the rest of the group, and he's like, "Whew, that was quite the exciting adventure we all just went through right now. It's a little bit sad too, but the people of this town will recover. If you would like to take these goblins, I suppose we could throw them into my wagon. Keep them tied up, and then we can take them over to Ronnet. I was gonna go on my way there anyway.
That sounds like a plan. Would you mind if maybe took a extra guard with us just to make sure, just so we can watch them while we're, if we ever have to. Oh,
As you say that, you watch as like the priest says, he says, I'm not so sure about that. After this, the people of the city are gonna have to rebuild and recover from the battle. So I think,
I understand.
yeah, I'm sorry about that, son. Oh well then, do you guys have any business here left, or should we get going? I've pretty much finished all my business already.
I'd like to go check on someone.
I'd
Oh.
like to set up a funeral for the Harold that died.
Oh, of course. And you watch like the priest says, of course, we can work on that together. Come inside with me. And he like walks inside. And then yeah, so you Fly Guy, you go in with the priest. What are you doing, DT?
He's gonna start walking over to the blacksmith. Knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
You're just like, not. You hear the voice like, I'm warning you. Any more of you come in, you're gonna end up like the rest of you.
What about an old friend? He says in Dwarvish.
Oh, it's you. And you watch as like you hear like a as like wood just gets completely torn down. And as like he opens the door, you see like some of the windows are broken, and you just see like 4 different goblins just dead around them. And then you see like a singular goblin in the fire of the forge, just completely scorched alive. Whatever happened here, this dwarf just single-handedly defeated 5 goblins by himself, and he's like in complete like full plate armor. And he's wielding a long sword, and his like armor is covered in like crimson.
Bjorn's also covered in slash wounds and blood. He's like, well, you said you don't use weapons.
I don't, but I suppose it's in my people's blood to fight.
You should have been at the training. I trained all the townspeople.
Pish posh, you see so many adventurers go around and swing the swords that they test. You pick up a few things here and there.
I see. Well, he's gonna take out the big goblin's head. He goes, "Do you want it? I don't want it on me."
No, not particularly. Oh, by the gods, that stench.
Yep.
I just use it as compost or something. I'm sure I'm sure nature would want it more than either of us.
He's gonna put it back on his belt for the moment. I'll keep it here.
All right. Yes. I'm glad you're doing great and all, but I shall go back to doing the same thing I always do.
I would clean up your shop. I don't think people want to see dead goblins when they walk in.
Those sissies can deal with it themselves. I cannot be bothered currently. You know how hard it is to get blood off these walls and floors.
Right.
Yeah,
Do you want me to get
that's
that
a
one?
project later.
Do you want me to get that one off the forge?
No, it'll just scorch away eventually.
Right. Well, I'm glad you're alive. He's gonna say he's gonna turn around.
Right. Have a good day.
You as well. Gonna shut the door.
All right.
Look at the head of the goblin. And he's just gonna just gonna pick up a stick and he's gonna start like just sharpening it slightly.
Okay. All right. I see what you're cooking. But so you do that. Before we get to Fly Guy, Haru, are you doing anything?
No, I'm just chilling with Fly Guy.
Okay. So you guys, you guys spend a couple hours setting up this. Oh, do you have ceremony?
No,
Oh.
I don't believe.
It's slotted in later, I think, right?
Yeah, actually, yes. If we take a long rest, I believe. Actually, oh wait, I need silver dust. If it's anything like 5e rules, which I don't think we have.
Do you have a holy symbol?
Yes,
You
but
don't need it.
if
You don't
it's
need it.
but if it's got a cost, then it doesn't count.
It has a
the-
cost. Oh.
Yes, it's like silver dust worth like
We can
something
say
or
the priest
other.
we can say the priest has that kind of
Has
stuff.
some.
Yeah, he is
Oh,
a priest.
okay.
He is a priest. He would
Only
he
the
would
long
very
rest
much like
then,
that.
so I can.
Yeah. So you guys long rest. The goblins are put in the cart. And the little merchant guy. Oh wow! Did he ever give you guys his name? That's so funny. I don't think he ever gave you guys his
he
name.
did not.
None of you guys asked for that. That's really funny. So the funeral happens, or at least like people begin gathering around for the funeral. Like most of the townsfolk come here, and so you guys are all at the funeral. You see like the crying widow. You see like one of the friends. He's standing by her side, and he also seems really sad.
Bro trying to pull.
No, he's being supportive. Get your mind out of the gutter. Not everything is NTR. Um, and then yeah, so he watches the priest says, well, I he looks at Fly Guy and says, I feel the same energy as I said before, of Dea that I within you as I felt many times before. Would you care to do the honors for this ceremony?
People keep making me do the speeches.
You don't have to do a
Okay.
speech necessarily. For the record, ceremony is not necessarily a speech. It's literally a spell. So
Well, oh yes, I will cast that spell. I don't know how you could flavor that really. I guess I put some like flowers grow around the grave. The tombstone is nice and shiny and clean.
and as you do that, as you begin doing that, like you put like hands on the tombstone, you feel like radiant energy coming from you, and it begins like seeping into the tombstone. As you manage to as you do that, it begins to like completely surround the tombstone, and it seems to have been blessed by Dea as you do this, and like Harold can rest in peace as he's not turning into an undead. At least you can assure that.
I'll give him a bow of respect. I will take off my. I don't really wear a hat or a
Cloak.
helmet. I'll put my hood down and give a little bow of respect, bow my head, and yeah.
And
We take a long rest?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
You
it's how
watch,
healed.
you watch as the priest says, and today we gather around here, in mourning of one of our townsfolk, Harold. um, Harold, he was a husband, a friend, and a guard. He honorably laid his life down against the goblin invasion. May he rest in peace now that he is in Deus embrace. And everyone kind of gives like a moment of silence, and after like a moment, like a bunch of the guards being kind of walking out and leaving, and then they begin resuming their normal positions. You watch this muscle guy. He comes up and gives the widow like a pat on the shoulder. Of support, and he also walks out, and then the other bodybuilder walks out, and then yeah, everyone walks out, and the only people left in here are you guys, the friend, and the widow. And yeah, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I will be supportive to the widow. Whatever. I will use my. I will keep using magic to make the grave as pretty as possible.
Greedy.
I'm going to use my druid craft spell to
I don't
make some
know. I don't know if
have
this
some-
would be seen as a bad thing. He's gonna take out the what was the item that I got? The tankard of
The taker of sobriety.
variety.
Yes.
He'll take like 2 shot glasses out of his bag, and he's just gonna pour one. You know what? He's gonna take out a bunch of shot glasses, pour a bunch of them, and he's just gonna like hand them out to people that want them.
You watch as like you offer it to the priest, and he gives you like a hand where he's like, I do not partake in
alcohol.
those.
It has no alcohol.
I understand, but it is more so it is more so the
Idea. I get it.
idea, yes. And then you watch as like you watch as you go over to the widow, and she grabs one, and then she grabs a second one, and she just chugs him down, and then the one friend grabs one and takes a shot as well, and he's like, all right, I think that's enough for you. Let's get you home, okay?
They literally had no alcohol.
Well, they don't know that though. They don't understand that though. You know what I mean? Like you can still feel the kick of
Johan-
alcohol, but it doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't actually make you drunk. So they think like they just drunk, but like they don't understand it.
He'll hand one to Haru and Fly Guy as well.
And they just like the two just begin to walk away.
I'll do like a toast.
He's
well,
gonna-
between the two. Like
He'll
just
hold
like
his-
a
Sorry.
you raise a glass. And
Yep.
that's-
Raise a
Yeah.
glass. He'll take one. Austin, do you take one?
Sure.
He's gonna give one to Haru. He has 2. He'll take one, and then he'll just like dump the last one onto the dirt for Harold.
So
He was a real hero.
Give him his last shot.
you see it.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. In the afterlife.
No problem, dude. I got you.
You see a thumbs up descend from the clouds.
Hey,
then-
why does that cloud? Why does that cloud oddly look like an okay sign?
Raise his up.
Oh,
He's just
shut
gonna, you know
up.
what? He'll just take the whole like tankard and he'll just pour out a whole lot of alcohol for the man. His last time.
Yeah, and so you do that, and then after a moment of toasting and not being drunk because of the tankard of sobriety, the priest says, "Well, I suppose that is the end of that. What are you lot gonna do now?"
We need to go to what is that city called?
Ronit.
Ronit. We need to go to Ronit. We have a job.
I see.
By the way, did you ever see that Temple of Dia?
Well, I'm afraid to venture out. Well, I was afraid of venturing out further, but seeing as the goblins in this area might have been dealt with, I might finally take a leave to explore it.
Just be careful.
I will.
Stay
I got my
safe.
first 1+1 magic item.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see about repaying our debt to the village. Possibly when we get to like a busier town, we may be able to send guards from over there. Hopefully,
No
if
worries.
that's
You folk just take care of yourselves, all right?
okay.
Of course.
Thank you for your help,
Of course, anytime. Dea be with you.
and also with you.
And yeah, so you guys leave the cemetery, I assume, and you join the merchant whose name you guys haven't asked. And you guys will begin your journey to Ronnet now. That being said, though, that is the end of the session for today.
Where the fuck is my magic item?
Oh,
Oh,
I just equipped it. I didn't realize you were waiting.
yeah. So yeah, that is the end of the
I
session.
got
Thanks to everyone for coming by.
No.
And yeah, it was a fun session. A little good two and like what 20-minute session. Pretty good. It was very fun, and we're back again next week. No session because we're doing every other week. But yeah, the next session will be 2 weeks from now. So we'll see you all there. Thank you for stopping by as always.
Goodbye.
Thank you to Devil Tail who's playing Flying Guy. To AJ who's playing Haru. To DT who's playing Bjorn. And even to Emp who's playing Dayron. So yeah, thank you for everyone for coming by, and we'll see you next time.